everybody. I'm going to make a documentation about an interaction I had at the zoo today. I know I haven't made one of these videos in quite a while. Haven't needed to, but I feel like this situation may have legs on it, and there could be some untruths happening or other BS, I guess, come of it. So I want to document what actually happened. And I already, relayed this to a couple of people I know that work there. So the true story is actually out there with other people. And now it's going to be on here because we all know that untruths happen there. And yeah, I just feel like it needs to be documented. So I was at the zoo today. I better be quick because I don't have much space. I was at the zoo today and noticed that pelicans were in with the penguins. So I went over there, taking some pictures, taking some video. One of the keepers was sitting there, actually a keeper who I've never had an in-depth conversation with before. So asked him about the situation, yada yada. Stood there for a while talking to him. And, at one point I said, thank you for answering questions and telling me about the situation. I know I'm went off on a little tangent a couple times. I said, if you can't talk, that's fine. Just say so when, and he's like, oh no. He's like, that's fine. He says, I'm watching them still. So it wasn't like, I was bothering him while he was doing his observations or anything. And like every keeper, if I'm asking them something or talking and getting a conversation with them and they need to go, we're all adults. We know how to handle it. We can say, no, we need to go, which is what normally happens when I'm in a conversation with somebody. I know that they're working and stuff, so if they got to go, they say, we got to go. Because, again, we're adults and we can have conversation, we can interact appropriately with each other. We don't need extra help. But anyway, so when, he needed to go check the other side, he got up and he left. He said, nice talking to you, nice meeting you, something like that. He says, I got to go check on the other side, whatever. So he walked around to the other side. So I stood there, watching pelicans still and taking some videos and whatever. So then I walked up to cats, came back down. Pelicans were closer to me on the cat side, so I took some more videos and some more photos. And then I got in a conversation with the rhino keeper, asked her about Gahadi's new area, the Asian rhino. And then she started telling me about how she went to South Africa and, did some stuff with the rhinos there. So we had a little bit of a conversation. And then after that, I was getting ready to leave. One of the pelicans got up on the ledge kind of thing. And I was like, oh, what's going to happen at night? So I stopped to ask somebody, that one looks like he's getting kind of bold here. And the keeper was like, and these are keepers that I know. They were like, oh, yeah, but, blah, blah, blah. It's just yada, yada about the situation. So, they're watching them. It's like no big deal. It's not like I'm blocking them or taking away time. And like they know, they've told me before sometimes. The same with that keepers. Sometimes they're like, okay, I gotta go. And they go. Again, we don't need outside interference with conversations because we're adults. But anyway, so then I'm leaving, and this gal that works there named Evelyn, she used to be a security guard. I think now she's like in charge of the security guards and some other stuff. I don't really know what her title is, but anyway, so she calls me by name, stops me, and she says to me, I know you like to talk to the keepers, but when they're doing observations like that, she says, you can't talk to them. And and I'm like thinking, what the hell? So then I said, I know the keepers. I said, and when they have to cut a conversation short, they say so. I don't think this needs to even be a thing that you're telling me this. And she's like, well, when they're busy doing, she kind of repeats it. And I'm just like, I said, I know how things run here and how things are. I said, the animals are a priority. I said, and keepers tell me when they can't get in conversations or they're busy or whatever. I said, this doesn't seem like a thing that you need to tell me. I said, I don't need to be told this. And then I walked off because I don't need to be told that. It was the end of the conversation, in my opinion. So then I was like, what the the hell with this. So I go back and I called her. I said, hey, Evelyn. She's like, yes. And she comes over. I said, I have a question. I said, I want to know whether or not you took it upon yourself to um, approach me about this, or if a keeper complained and said that they needed you to approach me about this. She says, no keeper said anything. She says, it was me. I did this. And I said, well, I don't think that that's right. I said, keepers can tell me themselves then. She goes, well, they might feel uncomfortable. I said, well, then that's fine. But then if they then feel uncomfortable to say something to you, I said, then they can say that, and then this would be legitimate. But you told me a keeper did not say anything to you and did not ask for you to intervene. So why you took it upon yourself to approach me about this, it doesn't seem right. I said, and she's like, well, she said, what did I say? I'm sorry, I'm like digressing because I want to add in the thing that I forgot on my previous one, which I'll just add in here. At one point, she says to me, well, you've been here a while. So what they're now trying to say, number one, I can't talk to keepers, and number two, like I can't stay at certain exhibits too long. I mean, like the whole thing is just craziness to me. I'm sorry, but it is. It's just craziness. It's inappropriate, and it's basically unacceptable for like someone to say something like that. And so I said to her, I said, I said, well, I didn't even address when she said, well, you've been here a while, because like, who cares? I can stand anywhere I want for any amount of time I want. I mean, it's just craziness. Oh yeah, I said to her, I said, well, you know what? I don't believe that you would say this to anybody else. And she says, oh, I would. And I said, yeah, I don't think so. I said, I don't believe that. And she's like, well, this is not meant to be malicious. And I said, it doesn't matter if it's malicious. Malicious is not the issue. The issue is that you even said it to me. I said, it doesn't, it's, I don't even think that this is part of your job. She goes, well, you don't know what my job is. And I said, well, I don't think it's your job to like go around telling people who they can talk to that, unless somebody complains about it. I said, so she just like wandered into the situation and thought I was there too long, talking to them too long, and took it upon herself, before even asking if I was being, interrupting their like observations of these animals, to like then tell me, like, oh, I can't talk to them. I just think it's insane. I'm sorry. It's just like not whatever. I'm sure you understand. I don't need to like even try and like talk about it anymore. So it's just like So again, I said, well, I said I'm just letting you know how I feel about it. I said, and you know that I'm always gonna be vocal about something if I don't think it's right. I said, so you can plan on me always confronting somebody about something that you approach me with that I don't think is right. And I don't think this is right. I said, and, there's nothing you can do about it. I mean, like, I'm going to say something if I don't think it's right. And that was the end of it. I just walked away because it wasn't right. I'm going to say what I want to say. And I can talk to whoever I want to talk to. And it's up to that person to then tell me they're busy. And I can stand where I want to stand. I could go there and stand at Penguins for from 10 to 4 or 5 or whatever the hell time they're open right now, and all day long, and that's okay. I mean, like, I find it very curious. Well, not curious because I really know how I find it, but I ain't gonna say it. That people need to be bugging me about stuff like this when people are going around, hooting and hollering at the animals, making monkey sounds at the chimps, knocking on windows, throwing shit into exhibits, but yet they're going to tell me who I can talk to and how long I can stand there? I mean, come on, that's just insanity. I mean, come on. This is like craziness. I mean, she's the head of security, and we got 2 security guards that are roaming around together. Why are they together? Why aren't they separate so that like they can cover more ground and monitor people doing bad behavior? It's just, I can't even. But I know they want to pick on me. And this is the same person, this Evelyn girl, in addition to the guy that works there named Walker. both of them were involved with the snow leopard situation where the guy coughed on me without his mask on during the time when they were supposed to be wearing masks, and they didn't do anything about it. They lost the people. The people were members. They assaulted me with the help assaulted me basically. Coughed on me 3 times deliberately. The guy came up in my face and coughed on me. And because I told him that he walked by 3 signs that said he had to wear a mask around snow leopards at the time when snow leopards were getting COVID and dying in zoos. So, I'm not trying to be a bitch about things, but, when someone's going to put an animal at risk, I'm going to say something to them. But this guy didn't like it, so he came over and coughed in my face 3 times. So I called the called security. They sent over Walker and Evelyn to assess the situation. They didn't find the guy because they let him go after they talked to him without even asking if he was a member. I mean, this is a member. He should have had his membership taken away. Oh no, but they take my membership away because they don't like my opinions about stuff and they don't like the truth that I speak. They go around telling people, oh, don't talk to her because she writes bad things. I hardly ever write anything in my blog anymore because I just don't feel like it. And even though there's stuff that still needs to be documented, but then they tell other people that work there, oh, don't talk to her because she writes bad things. Well, you know what, people, you're always going to get the truth from me. I'm going to write about things that are not right, and I'm going to stand up for myself, and I'm going to stand up definitely for the animals. And if they don't like the things that I write in my blog and they think they're bad things, don't do the bad things then. My God, I don't really want to write about anything. I don't got the time, the energy, or anything for doing this, 14 years is a long time to be monitoring a place that should have gotten with the program and be run better by now. Okay, well, I'm digressing to a whole bunch of other issues. So anyway, I'll put the link to my blog in the description of the video. At some point, I'll write up a blog post about this situation, but if you're actually just coming along here and seeing my face for the first time about San Francisco Zoo stuff, you can look at my blog and you can see all the stuff that they don't like that I write. Boo-hoo. Do the right thing then, my God, and stop bugging me about stuff that doesn't even need to be bugged about. My God, I'm sure they're going to make up some kind of untruth. What did I say? Untruth, and this will be a whole thing. But maybe if I document it, it won't be a whole thing. But whatever, they can do whatever they want to do. I'm not hurting anybody. I'm not doing anything wrong, and I'm sure as hell I'm not harming the animals like other people that go there and do bullshit things to the animals and stuff, and they don't do anything about it. So, have at it, people. I don't even have a zoo membership right now, and that's on my own decision. So you can't even take away my membership because you don't like what I'm saying, and there's no way that you can ban me because I haven't done anything. So do whatever you want to do. Spread lies, make up rumors, tell like there was something else happening there. Whatever, have at it. Nothing you can do. This is my opinion. This is actually what happened, and that's it. I'm hungry. I'm gonna go and get an avocado and a French roll. Make me an avocado sandwich. Sit here and calm down. I need a cocktail.